Good afternoon. This is, I don't know, like the fourth time I'm trying to create a video today. I keep having all kinds of issues. Anyway, today I found this book, Marion Jones, at the Goodwill. If you're like me, then you like going to thrift stores, resale shops, antique shops, garage sales, yard sales, flea markets, anything that you can find wonderful treasures at, and I like to do that. One thing I like is my library. I have all kinds of books in my library. I also collect religious books, different organizations, and I like to read those and find out what they're teaching in those religions, even though I may not be a part of it. I like to collect history books, anything regarding history, anything that is like from a long time ago, and I compare different volumes printed different years with other volumes and things like that, because I find that fascinating, how sometimes maybe the details might change. Have you ever thought of that? I really want people to start keeping their books, because as I've seen in this administration, things that I used to be able to find online are not there anymore. Can't find them. And I wish I had downloaded it. So I started downloading a few things that I find are very important, and I want to keep them and not lose them. And I feel the same way about books. And with all the stuff, all the controversy going on with female sports, I found this to be so ironically, I guess, coincidental that I should find such a lovely book on a female athlete. And she's an Olympian. She has had many challenges, and growing up and having children and still being an Olympian, you know, what it takes to continue to be. Us women, us natural-born women, we have gone through a lot to secure our places in history. And you know, I'm not any kind of famous person or anything, but I really admire people like her, Marion Jones, that can decide they're going to do something, and they get there and they finish it, you know. And she's a woman, and she's just absolutely amazing. But this book is so lovely. I mean, it was $24.99 originally, and I got it for $2.19. Can you imagine? Goodwill is such a great place to find some really high quality books. The cover and everything are just absolutely lovely. And the pictures, and this is her autobiography, so she's talking in the book. That's what it says in here, her words. Can't wait to dig in and read more about it. But one thing I just found absolutely adorable, in 1985, she wrote a letter in there as a little girl. And I love children. I think children are the best. That's why I wanted to be a mom so bad. And I have 4 now. Don't know if I was the greatest mom. The review's out on that. Sometimes I'm a good mom, sometimes I'm not so good, especially with your first one. When you've never done it before, you make a lot of sad mistakes that you didn't realize. And I'm not perfect, so. But I thought this was absolutely precious. See her beautiful little face. And this is 1985. It says, "Hi, my name is Marion Jones. I'm 5 feet 2 inches tall." Oh, it doesn't say tall, but I'm 5 feet 2 inches. I am 10 years old, and I'm in the 6th grade. I think I have a nice personality. I have pretty good grades, and my weight is 85 pounds. My hobbies are running and gymnastics. I like them because I can beat almost anyone at my school. I like gymnastics because I can do all sorts of tricks, and I'm very flexible in some ways. My plans for the future are to be in the Olympics, and she made it. Let's see. I've been training a lot, and the boys at my school are good practice. I know if I don't get in the Olympics, I have to have a backup. So I plan to be an electrical engineer like my uncle. I'm always, my children kind of make fun of me because I am in awe of other children that do things, and I genuinely care and love them, and am so happy to see them accomplish things. And I see her little face here, and I just think, oh my goodness, she didn't know what an amazing woman she already was about to become, But yeah, save stuff like this. Save these things, because these are history. And books are amazingly precious, and you can go back and read it and find a truth that was there that maybe drops out of history somewhere. That's, I guess one of my concerns with the way that the administration is going now. But I found that, so I thought that was really cool. And with all of the faux science going around, about the, and all of that, my daughter's calling. Hold on a second. Okay, so she needed me to come pick her up from work, so I did that and came back, got some water while we were out, because we don't drink our faucet water. Ain't that sad? When I was a kid, that's all we drank until they started bottling water. Remember Evian? Yeah. And now it seems like an absolute necessity to get bottled water or a filter or something, because our water where I am tastes absolutely horrid. There we go. Alright, so I was talking about the book that I got, and how important it was to, or everybody that has libraries, keep your libraries, because one day, and I don't know when it's going to be, there's a possibility, there's all kinds of possibilities that this scenario could play out in, It could be very well that, everything that we'd known before, it just gets erased, because that's what's been happening. They're trying to erase our culture, erase women from our culture, erase history as it was. But this book, it's a gorgeous book. Look at her and her baby. Aw, that's sweet. Let's see. Look at that. Yes, I'd say this Olympian has my respect. So another thing that I saw while I was at Goodwill was this other book. Put this here for now. I took half my library to my mom's. I need to figure out how to get it back. I think we're going to try to get a bigger house first. Well, anyway, this one. And I stood there and stared at this for a while, because we've had a lot of problems with faux science or bad science, and they are trying to tell us that it's true, So I was curious about if this was teaching the right stuff. And the pictures in here are amazing. It's for a kid. It's to teach a kid about their bodies. Had a bunch of stickers. I took them out that were in the book, and I found them and I put them back in there, because I'm not going to use the stickers, most likely. It has all the information of where each page is for everything, and then the pictures. Let's see. of the body. It's just amazing. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I mean, I know that the topic is a little bit off-putting for some people when they want to look, inside the body, what makes us, tick, what makes us move. I find it fascinating. I could never be, a surgeon or anything like that because it's just too gross for me. But to learn about, what I am, how my body works is interesting. And it gets down to the heart, bones and cells. And it shows you what they're made of. I think these books are very important to keep, or if you see them, get them. I mean, it's not going to hurt you to get them. We never know what they're wanting to eliminate as far as the truth about what we are, and I looked to see when this book was made. It was published in 2010. So we still had somewhat good information in 2010 about our bodies. Now they want to try to tell us that an XY can become an XX. I just got to show you all the pictures. They're so gorgeous. And it's just a simple book. Look at that. It's just beautiful. Let's see. There's another page. Talking about the lungs, and we're talking about the brain. In regards to the brain, we know that female brains and male brains work a little differently. And the reason for that is because in the 4th month of the baby's gestation, the mother's body releases a chemical into the male fetus, and it destroys a part of its brain. I'm not sure how much, but a good part of its brain to make the brain think is a male instead of a female. Isn't that interesting? Male bodies inside the female bodies, from the get-go, the woman's body thinks of it as parasite or something, like something to be destroyed. And so baby boys are going through a heck of a lot inside the mother's body because it's the hormone is so strong that our female bodies get confused and are trying to naturally abort the fetus. So the boys are fighting for their lives the moment they're conceived, which is interesting. Then we have for ears. Where's the DNA one? I want to see. That one is just... And we have intestines. Amazing skin. Here it is. I think that is beautiful. Look at that. See the DNA strand there? And the baby inside. See, our temple is holding the baby. The holy progeny here. This baby is a treasure. Precious. Should be revered. It's beautiful. And sweet. A blessing, a gift. A treasure inside the mama. Look at that. Look at how we lovingly hold our babies. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Look at our DNA strand here. Isn't that interesting? We are amazing works of art, the human being. And I think we forget that sometimes, how wonderful, how wonderfully made we are. How mighty and wonderfully made. So I decided, after seeing these pictures in here and reading some of it while I was there in the store, so I was waiting on my daughter to get done, and I was going to go ahead and get it. It even talks about getting older. A great book. So I was really, really blessed to find this book today. And I think we need to all start remembering what amazing creatures we are. You know, human beings are not parasites on the earth. We're not. We're problem solvers. Problem solvers. What happened to my tongue there? We're problem solvers. We're creators. We're inventors. And we're producers. We are not parasites, my dears. We're not. We are so much more. All these people telling you that, you know, we are a detriment to the earth is not so. It's not. Ever since that rhetoric came out when I was a kid and I first heard about the hole in the ozone layer, boy, they made it sound so scary. But ever since then, there have been all kinds of organizations that have popped up and started doing the work of taking care of the earth. We have more trees now than we did in the 70s. Or the 60s. So we're taking care of the planet. We are. Okay, so another thing I found that I thought was so sweet. I don't know. I love books. I love babies. I love seashells and baby animals of all kinds. My favorite sea animal is a sea turtle. But I love all kinds of land animals as well. I'm not crazy about the predator animals, the bears, the alligators, the crocodiles, the sharks, the killer whales, anything that can get a hold of a human being. I am like, no. My husband talked about moving to Alaska, and I'm like, no. And he's like, why? And I said, bears. Bears. That's it. No way am I gonna, put myself, no, I'm not gonna be running for my life through the woods. I can't climb a tree. But I found this cute little book. A Nest of Wood Ducks. And I think of my grandchildren that I might have someday. I'm hoping I have some grandchildren someday. Yeah, and I have all kinds of books, so whenever I see one that really intrigues me, like this one, because it's so sweet. It was even dedicated to somebody named Freddie. It says, to Freddie. It's so sweet. People who do these kind of things, and they do all the illustrations and things in the books. Look at this. I mean, that's just, I can sit there and stare at these pictures. And see, we have ducks like these. Where I live, we have a duck pond. Actually, the college that's here owns the duck pond, but everyone's allowed to use it. And they have all kinds of ducks and geese. And seasonally, seagulls come to our duck pond to rest. And then they take off again. But I love the illustration and the sweet stories. Gives a child something to think about. This is the stuff they should be thinking about. Nature, and the beauty of life, There's another one that's beautiful, beautifully done. Look at that. These are the kind of books I like to preserve. They're very well made. Look at this. This used to belong to a library, apparently. Got it at Goodwill. But I just adore books. I do. I think books are amazing. I think information is a good thing to hold on to. And I was very excited about the internet when it first came out, because my husband at the time, he's passed away since, but at the time he told me it was basically a big library. And that is like telling me it's a candy shop. And since then, I've learned a lot over the internet. I love it. It's a wonderful tool. Look at the detail on that. I love ducks. They're sweet. And occasionally we have a lot of baby ducks here where I live in America. Oh, the butterflies. And we have the dragonflies here. We have these kinds of scenes where I live. And it's just like, where I live, I'm not going to tell you exactly where, but where I live is very nice. It's like a sweet little hidey hole away from all the mess that's going on in the world. And I love it. And, but yeah, that's another nice little find I found. a find I found, a treasure I found. And then the final picture in here. Isn't that beautiful? I think I had found a poster years ago. It's since got water damage and stuff, but it was of quail, a quail family, little birds with a little antennae thing, feather that goes like this. Really cute, really cute. So I found that today. And then for my art room here that I'm in, my little closet art room, I found this. I'm always trying to find places to put things. They end up all over my desk. I'm going to mount this on the wall here. And then I'm going to use these clippies to hang things I need while I'm artsy crafting. I thought that was really good. Another thing I found at the Goodwill to help myself be a little more organized is this cute little wooden thing. I love stuff like this. So cute. You see it has little bird houses here. Those are little bees. Yeah, this is a little bees. Are these like bee houses? No, those are bird houses. It says welcome on it. Figured I'd put a picture of my husband and I right there or something. And then this way I can keep my mail when I come, because I come in, I sit down, I open my mail, and I'm always keeping it to one side of my desk over here until I'm going to file it in my filing system back there. I need a bigger room. So I thought that'll be helpful. And I'm always looking for my pens, so my pens can go here. But that's going to be very helpful. I can maybe, this might even hang. Let's see. Ooh. I know that won't stay for long. I have a little tack in the, well, maybe in the wall right there. Yeah, it can be hung up right there. That's nice. So that was my little treasure find today. Just walking around. I was helping my daughter. She had to go take her test, and I was like, well, I'm going to go over here to the Goodwill and spend my time looking for new books and stuff. And I thought about maybe having a second channel where I read books to children. I don't know. The drag queens might get mad at me. Just teasing. That's so evil. They shouldn't even be doing that. They're really stepping out of their borders when dealing with our children. They really don't need to be doing that, because, we have to start seeing our children as precious gifts, precious treasures, and being more responsible for our children. I know we are busy. But look, if things keep going the way they're going, I'm not sure we're going to see the end of 2025, or if we're even going to make it to 2029. I don't know. I worry. I've just found out that Biden has said that he is going to run again in 2024. Now, I don't know if they're going to vote him in as the new candidate, or if it's going to be that other guy, Robert Kennedy Jr. I know he's wanting to be the Democratic runner. If I was a Democrat, I would want him to be the Democratic runner for presidency, because he has better ideas than Biden, in my opinion. I mean, let's face it, Biden is bringing us to the brink of nuclear war. And as my favorite reporter said, I mean, was it him? Was it Tucker Carlson that said that? I think it was. I know I watched so many, but the nuclear bomb that hit Nagasaki after Pearl Harbor was the first time and only time that America's ever used a nuclear bomb, if you know. If you don't know, you need to look that up. So that was the first time and only time that we used it on a country for slighting us. And it caused nearly darn nearly complete devastation of the Japanese. And they're still recovering. They're still trying to recover. Things have gotten a little bit better, but nuclear fallout is no joke, my friends. It's no joke. We have bombs right now that can level New York City. The state of New York, actually. Gone. Do we really want that? No. No, definitely not. What we should be focusing on is preserving, as much of our history as we can so we don't forget. Because I don't know what it's going to look like next year. I don't know what we're going to look like if perchance, and it's a big perchance, that Biden actually wins again. Yeah, we don't. If he wins again, we don't have a chance, because he is steadily, systematically destroying everything about America that makes us America. He just is, and he's not going to stop. In fact, he's turning around and blaming the Republicans and blaming Trump for all of his faux pas and expects us to believe him. So, love on your kids, love on your family, your sisters, your brothers, your cousins, your uncles, whoever you are closest to, your mother, your father. I don't know how old you are, but if you're a grown woman or man and you have family, tell them you love them, because I don't know how much time America has anymore. I really don't. I worry. I hope we have more time than just 2024. But, it's looking pretty bleak, And now, Dr. Steve Turley, he's completely positive that everything is going to turn around. I hope he's right. I hope it does turn around. I hope that everything that he's showing, Dr. Steve Turley, he's really good. You should check out his channel. He really gives you a lot of hope. But then the rest of the stuff you watch, takes it away from you. You're like, no. Because we are being run by a bunch of evil scientists. Dr. Evil is running the country. I mean, they can't even tell you, what's what. Is this really a boy? The main thing, though, they're worried about what is a woman. Because why? All the boys are wanting to turn into women. It's incredible. Look here. Look at these beautiful children. Look at those kids. Aren't they lovely? This book is so wonderful. Look at them. Look how, we don't want to lose humanity. We don't want to lose the human species. We have too much to offer that is good. Why not go to the light side, my dears? Don't stay in the dark side. It's just full of pain and suffering and mayhem and so much mayhem. But try to find things that give you hope and give you joy. But that is I found this at Dollar Tree for my stickers. I was looking for one. It's a craft picker. See? Craft picker. But yeah, find the stuff that gives you joy and hold on to that, because I think this year and next year, and hopefully we have a glimmer of hope when it's time for the election. Hopefully we make it to the election of 2024. I hope we do. And I hope that we can save our country. We can save our children. We can save our society. We can save our culture. And as Americans, we need to realize we're all Americans. We all live in the United States of America. We are now Americans. We are human beings. We are the human species, the human race, what have you. Stop looking at colors. Stop trying to make up racism where it doesn't exist. I know, yes, it exists in some people, but most people just want to raise families and be happy. That's what most people want to do. They want to be able to raise their family, feed their family, give their children a good education, help them to be a better, productive, person in society, and a good person, and treat others with respect and kindness and love. That's all humanity really wants to do. We all want our children to be happy, safe, healthy, whole. We don't want our children to be hurtful to other people. We want them to reflect our values and our morals. That's what we want. Well, this was just a little break for you guys from the norm. Just wanted to show you what I was up to today. I will be bringing you another video after I take care of a few things. I'm trying to amp up how much time I spend doing this for everyone and myself too, because this helps me. It helps me work through the issues I have with the world and try to come to terms with it and trying to figure out what happened, and how can I be of help to my fellow human beings. We all have something we can do to help. In other news, my husband and I are looking into hopefully purchasing a food truck. We're finding all kinds of problems right now standing in our way of doing that, but hopefully that will come to fruition. We're giving ourselves 2 years to finally complete it. If we complete it sooner, yay. If not, then maybe it wasn't meant to be. I don't know, but that's what we're working on. Because he's tired of working for someone, and I can't work for anyone anymore because I can't live up to the amount of time they want me on my feet, and so I have to have a way to be my own boss, and a food truck would be it. Because if my back gives out or my knees give out, I can sit down and no one's going to yell at me that I have to stand up on my feet. Anyway, blessings to you all. I am still studying. I'm trying to put together some more information for you. I just discovered today some things about George Soros that I think I may bring to you next. It may help. On this channel, I hope to bring to you the roots, the origins of the evil, horrible stuff that's been done to us without our knowledge, and then help you square away your issues with the present day consequences of those origins, and then hopefully together in our knowledge and gaining wisdom, we learn how to use that to create a better future for future generations of humanity that I pray will still exist, in 200 years. Hope so. Hope we're still here in 200 years. At this rate, maybe not. Maybe the AIs will have taken over and we're just history. I don't know. I hope not. Been hearing a lot of scary stuff about them. Anyway, y'all have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon in the next video.